Say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomaniii Armah. Shout out to early risers. I see who you are. My morning ritual. Thanks for having me over. Start with audio visual doses of Sankofa. My favorite occasions a few moons away. 296 rotations to Watermelon Day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. Two things that I want and three ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. Third thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning announcements. I'm going to do what I do every morning, and that is practice my rendition of Lift Every Voice and Sing by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson. Here we go. Thank you very much. That was Lift Every Voice and Sing. That is the Black National Anthem written by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson. I'm practicing getting better at it at the piano, so I'm playing it for you every Monday through Thursday as part of my morning announcements. Now, friends, there are a whole bunch of ways you can support Bomaniii Armah in the morning announcements. You can donate on Patreon. You can buy my merchandise and my products at my websites. You can hire me to come to your venue or your school. But what you can do that supports me without spending any money at all is clicking like, sharing, and following or subscribing wherever you're seeing me right now on social media. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Find more information at bomaniiarmah.com. Let's keep this moving. Friends, the next thing we do every day in the morning announcements is make sure we do our libation. We honor an ancestor. Today's ancestor that we are going to honor is Edith Spurlock Sampson. Here we go. Edith Spurlock Sampson. October 13th, 1901 to October 8th, 1979. An American lawyer and judge, in 1924, Sampson opened a law office on the south side of Chicago, serving the local black community. In 1927, Sampson became the first woman to earn a Master's of Law from Loyola University Graduate Law School and passed the Illinois bar exam. In 1934, Sampson was admitted to practice before the Supreme Court. In 1943, she became one of the first black members of the National Association of Women Lawyers. In 1947, she was appointed an assistant state's attorney in Cook County. President Truman appointed Sampson as an alternate U.S. delegate to the United Nations on 24th of August, 1950, making her the first African American to officially represent the United Nations at the UN. Let's do our Edith Spurlock Sampson quote. Here's an interesting one. I would rather be a Negro in America than a citizen in any other land. Edith Spurlock Sampson. I thought really long and hard before I chose this quote. As a Pan-Africanist, I'm wary of doing anything that plays into the negative stereotypes of life in Africa, and I'm sure this quote would be easily applied to Douglas rather than Delaney's argument. I wonder if she was right at the time to say this. I wonder if it was always if this was just a misunderstanding. I'm not assuming to know. It's a serious question. And the places where it is to be bad to be a Negro are probably that way because of American white supremacy and the long history that makes maybe being a Negro here in America just a little bit better. But this really got me thinking really hard about the truth of that statement, when she must have made it, and if that statement is true right now. Thanks, Edith Spurlock Sampson, for this quote to ponder. Let's pour a libation for Edith Spurlock Sampson. We never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flames to flickers, we pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs. Honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation was for Edith Spurlock Sampson. Friends, today is going to be a pretty quick version of the morning announcements. I think I'm getting pretty quick and tight in understanding how this goes, but I wanted to leave you with some music. This song is on my upcoming album called Baba Bomanii's Beatbox Basement. You can find more information about that at my website, babagotbars.com, or at bomaniiarmah.com. This particular song, hopefully you recognize it, especially if you're from my generation, is a remake from a classic song from the late 80s. But this song is called Puddles. Friends, please take a listen to Puddles. Hey, you saw it rain last night, right? Yeah, water everywhere. Let's do this. Puddles, 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 puddles. I am a toddler walking, rhoticism talking, off the jungle gym, busy rain, puddle stalking, living life like a firecracker, barely over 2. Mom still dress me in pink or baby blue, older, young, boy or girl, it just don't matter. When I see a puddle, guaranteed it's getting splattered. I can't let a puddle go by. That's why I'm never dry. Puddles, 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 puddles. You definitely get your pants wet. Puddles, 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 puddles. Trying to kick me with the water. Puddles, 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 puddles. I'm too young for school. I don't need no pool. Even though I know I shouldn't, I make messes out of pudding. And if I see a puddle, I just put my foot in. My life is messy, but messy is life. A puddle's like a Pied Piper on this pipe. Some puddles are big, some puddles are small. They all look big to me because I'm 2 feet tall. I love it when it rains because look what I got. A bunch of muddy water in what was a dirt spot. I'm a duck that don't quack. My mother stands back. When I'm done something puddles, I go home for a snack. Madness, insanity, oh the humanity. A muddy dripping mess is what I plan to be. I'm loving this world that I live in. Best of luck if you're babysitting this. Puddles, 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 splash, puddles, puddles. Do another one. Puddles, 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 puddles. Friends, that was the track Puddles on my upcoming album, Baba Bomanii's Beatbox Basement. That is my time for this morning. Thank you very much for joining me for the morning announcements. I'm with you every Monday through Thursday to start you off with some positive RBG energy. We always honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Remember, there are a whole bunch of ways you can put money in my pocket if you want to. You can donate to me on Patreon. You can buy my products on my websites. You can hire me to come to your school or your venue, but what you can do that costs you absolutely no money is to like, share, follow, and subscribe. Anywhere you're seeing me right now, make sure you're sharing that. Shout out to all my community partners. Shout out to Bloom Bars. Shout out to Story Tapestry. Shout out to Sankofa Video and Books. Who am I forgetting? There's probably some people I'm forgetting. I'll make sure I'm gonna get you on the next time around. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. When I count to 3, everyone say peace. Throw up the deuces. I'll see y'all next week. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace.